Dance has been my actual voice. It has been my language. I remember transferring between different schools and being the new kid on the block. And that first week, I was completely shy. I sat back, didn't say anything to anyone. And I think that Friday, we were having a giant dance get-together thing where there was music playing and a lot of activities around. And I remember dancing to the music, and then a couple people started coming up to watch me dance, and then there was 5, and then there was more. And now after I danced, they're like, okay, he can do this, and now I'm starting to be social. So I think that was my social in. I would dance and people would notice, and that would invoke the conversation. That would invoke the confidence for me to speak, or for me to talk to someone. So I think that is the role that dance has had in my life, and that's followed me even to this day. In the world, a lot of people are talking, but there's not a lot of listening. In order for you to understand someone's experiences as well as both sides of either conversation is to listen to one another or to watch one another. And I think with using art or using dance or any form of expression that you have, for us to view and see and understand and listen to one another. My communication for dance is for inclusion, unity, and to come together as a community. When I teach dance, I teach not only the movement, but I also teach the culture and why they move a certain way or how it came to be. But I believe that in the world today, if we came together in the thought of love and the thought of unity and the thought of being a community and being together as one, I think that will help change hearts and change the world of how we can view certain ideals. My mentors are like Ichapus, or my mother, Nisa Wortham, or Al Bostic, or Dewey Williams, the late Shannon Calderon Primo. And I see the impact that they made in my life and how they instilled confidence in me. So who am I not to take those words and use that to uplift my community?
Being Michael Jackson for Everything Goes Dance Studio tribute was life-changing for me. It showed me that all of my dancing that I was doing in my living room was special. It was transcended past training. It was transcended past how high I could kick my leg, how many turns I could do. I never knew any of that. All I knew was in your living room, turn on a music video, whatever, just dance and dancing my heart out. 2 years after that, I finally started dance training and started to train. And in that short time, I also found race dancing. And all of my training, all of my knowledge, all of everything that I know now would not have been found or solidified if it wasn't for that moment. And Shannon seeing me in the back of the class, dancing my heart out to movement that she gave her Thriller. And was like, you got this, move up to the front. But until she pointed me out and said, go and dance and do the things that you want to do. So every time I hear that song, I think of her, I think of her brother Mark, I think of Ernie. But to have that experience and during the summer to where that changed and shaped my whole career. And I remember crying like a baby because I didn't want it to be over. And getting a hug from Robert L. Reed, who was my tap teacher at that time. And I didn't start taking tap until 2 years after that. And none of that would have started if it wasn't for that lady. None of that would have started if it wasn't for Dewey Williams paying for my classes. None of that would have been started if it wasn't for the community that I had while I was dancing. And it showed me that if I continue to push and I continue to love and I continue to show them what I do. So that's what I want to show. I want to show my heart in my dance. I want to show what I do. I want to show everyone That it doesn't matter what background you came from, what ethnicity you are, who you are, what you do, what you believe in, that if you do everything with your heart, that will shine through.